Welcome to the Noka News Network. I'm Ricky French, and I'm here with Dan Colley.
Guess who's back? Back again.
You know, it's the big 30th episode of the show, Dan.
Just when you thought it was safe to turn back on your podcatcher, our dumbasses show back up. You thought you got rid of us, didn't you, everyone?
Yes, we took a week off. You know, a little bit of a R&R.
I had a kid's birthday.
Yeah.
I made a kid 8 years ago.
That's a scheduling conflict.
8 years
that you made
9 months.
8 years ago.
Yeah, sorry about that. I will prevent from boning down and making any more kids in the future to help out with the scheduling that we
That's
do
helpful.
here. Elephant in the room. I sound like crap.
Yeah, Dan is under the weather. It's not the COVID, so that's good. But
No, it's my kids went to public school and now brought back diseases. Better known as the head and chest cold.
Well, you made a little bit of a reference to the Backstreet Boys there right at the top of the show, and funny you mention that because the Backstreet Boys just so happen to be on Rolling Stone's new and improved, quote unquote, list of the top 500 greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, I would like to know what the voting criteria was for this, then find out the people that voted for and beat the shit out of most of them.
We very purposefully did not look into any of that.
No,
we're just going to make wild accusations about how they're right or wrong, and that's how it's going to go.
We wouldn't be able to bitch if we had found out any kind of reasoning, I guess, but instead we wanted to bitch.
Why bother with that? Nobody else does for anything.
No, it's on the internet. It's got to be true. All right, Ricky, let's start off with some of these, well, just go through this list.
Sure. Let's see, lay it on me. I'm letting you take the reins on this one because I'm a little more opinionated with music, and you're gonna pitch them to me, and we'll see what happens.
There you go. All right, Ricky. So at number 1 is Aretha Franklin's "Respect."
Well, I don't really have much of a problem with that. What was the old number 1?
Well, I looked it up. According to last year, this was last year's list. Mm-hmm. The song then was "Like a Rolling Stone" by Bob Dylan.
Yeah, well, do you think that Rolling Stone just did that because the magazine's called Rolling Stone? I mean, I don't personally think that's Dylan's best song or anything.
I don't either, honestly. Here's what's funny, Ricky. If I look this up, all the songs on this, it said it was last year's, but it could have been a few years ago. But anyway, this was the previous. Mm-hmm. All of these songs, most of them are all rock songs.
Yeah.
So the new list shows a lot more
diversity,
variety, and diversity in music as well. So, like the top 10 before were "Like a Rolling Stone" by Bob Dylan, "Satisfaction" by the Rolling Stones, "Imagine" by John Lennon.
I think we're just trying to sell magazines.
Yeah.
What's going on?
"What's Going On" by Marvin Gaye, "Respect" by Aretha Franklin, "Good Vibrations" by the Beach Boys, Chuck Berry's "Johnny B. Good."
Good Vibrations.
The Beatles' "Hey Jude," Nirvana, "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and Ray Charles' "What I'd Say" Part 1 and 2.
The Good Vibrations is barely in the Beach Boys' top 500 songs.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so a lot of these songs now, as we go through some of the high points here of the new list, fell 20, 30, 40, 130, 140 spots. I mean, a lot.
Yeah. Right.
So evidently, they've completely changed their voting criteria for this, or they've completely changed their staff.
Well, that's probably true.
Right. So
I don't know this for a fact, but I think the last top 500 list was 2012 or something.
I know it was.
Yeah,
the post, something that said something about 20, but maybe that's when this was compiled or put on the net or whatever it was. All right. So the number 2 song is "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that. I mean, I don't know that that's really the number 2 song ever made, but as far as the impact of it, sure.
Sure, I get its place in social history of music and such, but again, I don't think it's the second best song ever made.
Yeah, probably.
Number 4 is Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. So the previous number 1. I disagree because I think Bob Dylan is dog shit.
I actually really like Bob Dylan. That song's not one of my favorites.
No, I don't like that. Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit number 5.
Yeah, not into that either.
Again,
Once again,
don't
clearly
agree with that.
there were cultural ramifications of that blowing up, but it's the song itself not so great.
Number 7 is the Beatles' first appearance. You mean to tell me that there were 6 other songs better than stuff that the Beatles wrote?
Well, I mean, potentially, sure, but I don't know that all of the ones that are there are that.
Hey, Smells Like Teen Spirit is not better than Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then number 8, there's 2 songs in the top 10 from the 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the first one is number 8 by Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On.
Okay, so in all likelihood, anything made after 2000 should not be in there, but
Well, number 10, rounding out the top 10, is Hey Ya by Outkast.
you know,
Huge song.
The song-
Made a lot of money.
the song is fine.
I do like to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Sure, that was very great. There's nothing wrong with the song, but that's
No.
probably kind of high for that.
Well, let's see. 11 is
This-
the...
this is coming from a white man, of course.
Well,
so,
yeah, but you're also a musician.
yeah. That
You-
doesn't
you-
mean I
No, but you write music. You understand music composition.
a little bit, yeah.
To an extent. I've heard your stuff. All right, so the Beach Boys' first appearance is...
you're shitting on me now.
I like your stuff. I bought your album. Number 11, God Only Knows. That's the Beach Boys' first
Okay,
appearance.
so that's way better. So on the new list, God Only Knows is ranked way higher than Good Vibrations. By
Yes.
Beach Boys. So that was actually an error from the past that has been rectified.
Been rectified.
Yes.
Then the Beatles again at number 15 with I Want to Hold Your Hand. Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody at 17. And Purple Rain by Prince at 18. Mm-hmm. Okay, I personally think Prince should be a little bit lower than that because I personally think Purple Rain is better than Hey Ya.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a admirable spot. I can go along with that.
It should be lower than that. And then
You mean
imagine
lower as in like
higher numbers. Yes.
Yeah, right.
And
Well,
then
no, you don't mean. You mean lower numbers,
yeah,
higher on the list.
yeah, like golf. Yeah, the
Right.
golf score.
Okay.
And then Imagine by John Lennon right above that at 19. Again, I think that's a better song than where it belongs there. And then Heroes, David Bowie at 23. And the Beatles again at 24 with A Day in the Life. So in the top 25, the Beatles had 3 tunes in there.
The Beatles themselves plus John Lennon's Imagine.
Plus John Lennon's Imagine, yes.
Okay.
So 4 if you want to, really kind of call that like that.
Sure.
Let's go here to the next page. There's going to be some of these that I'm going to bring up, and just so I can hear Ricky's steam blow out of his ears, it's going to be pretty good.
That's really the whole point of the whole thing.
Yeah, 27. The only reason I'm doing it is because it's Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run, and you're born to run.
I like Springsteen, and I think that's his best song, and so
I shouldn't do
probably a
that
good spot
impression
for it.
when I'm fighting this throat. If you go 2 above that, we're going to go from 33 to 37 real quick because there's some heavy hitters here.
Okay, good.
Johnny Be Good, Papa's
Yeah.
Got a Brand New Bag, Tutti Frutti, and thanks to all college sports, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes.
Hey, so it's like somehow grouped in there like all the songs of the birth of rock and roll plus
And Seven Nation
Yeah,
Army.
right,
Yes.
yeah, right.
And then finishing up that group, it was When Doves Cry for Prince. So that's 2 in the top 50 of Prince.
sure.
All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix at 40. Bob Marley,
and that's
Redemption
one of
Song
those
at
ones
42.
that's one of those ones you were saying because
Yeah.
Dylan wrote All Along Watchtower.
Right, yeah. Billie Jean at 44. So that's Michael Jackson's first appearance.
Okay.
Which backs my argument is that Michael Jackson is not the musician and performer as Prince. Prince, 2 songs on here. Michael Jackson, 1 song.
Sure.
Mike didn't write these. I'm sure Mike didn't write Billy Jackson or Billie Jean. Billy Jackson. I'm sure Michael Jackson didn't write Billie Jean.
No, probably not. I mean, maybe lyrics or something, a co-writer, but I don't
He
really
probably
know
wrote
that. But I mean, I agree with you. I mean, my preference is for Prince. How I will say though that Billie Jean is probably the best Michael Jackson song. So
I like Smooth Criminal, but that's me. 46 is MIA Paper Planes.
Yeah, that's a dog shit song that didn't belong anywhere on this list.
And right above that, so MIA's Paper Planes was better than Tiny Dancer by Elton John.
Oh yeah, sure
it was. Yeah. There's pages of this, dude. This is pretty great.
It's 500
actually.
songs.
I know. It's Madonna shows up at 55 with Like a Prayer. Zepp finally shows up at 61 with, of course, Stairway. And then the first country song to hit this is number 63, Dolly Parton's Jolene.
Yeah, I mean I think that's a respectable spot for that, and that's probably.
Is that the greatest country song though?
No, it's probably not, but it is a great song.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's not the greatest country song, then shouldn't something else be there based on some of this?
I guess, but it depends on the I think a lot of this leans toward their perception of the cultural impact of it, and that probably has a lot to do with it.
All right, then right above that was Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones.
Yeah, and that's a similar thing. I love the Ramones. I wouldn't say that Blitzkrieg Bop is like a touchstone of songwriting craft.
No, but it is like a tent pole in music
lot.
history. Yeah,
right, exactly. I'm less so than I was when I was a teenager, but I'm very much a punk rock guy, and I love the Ramones.
Yeah, I just saw Rancid like 4 weeks ago. Yeah, man, I loved it.
Right.
September by Earth, Wind and Fire's up there.
Okay.
Hey, man, Elvis, the King of Rock, finally shows up at 70 with Suspicious Minds.
Hey, well, that's fine. I mean,
he did get beat out for the 69 spot by Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift's song All Too Well is better than anything Elvis ever produced.
Actually, All Too Well is a very well written song. I don't know that it's
okay,
in
but
the right
was it
place, but I am going to say, and I'm saying this for my buddy JT's wife. She knows. We've had this conversation. We both love this.
All right, well then please explain to me, is it 4 spots better than the song Yesterday by the Beatles?
Probably not, if I'm being honest.
74 was Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, which got way overplayed.
Well, I like the Leonard Cohen version. I, of course, like everybody of my vintage,
Ricky,
who knows the song, the Jeff Buckley version is...
Will you please do me a favor then? Ricky does a few impressions. One of the best ones he does is Randy Newman doing other people's songs. So can you please do Randy Newman doing Leonard Cohen doing Hallelujah?
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
I heard there was a thief record. David played and pleased the Lord.
That was worth
You don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth. The major fall, the minor lift. The baffled king composed it, hallelujah. There we go.
And then Johnny Cash shows up finally at 76 with I Walk the Line. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols. Ricky at 125.
Fuck the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, I know you don't like the Sex Pistols.
No, I do.
Journey at 133 with Don't Stop Believing.
Also, fuck Journey. If we're being honest. To be frank.
He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones, 142.
Okay, so if this was the list of the saddest goddamn songs ever recorded, that would be number one.
Yeah, for sure. Miss Jackson by Outkast, 2000. Kashmir, Zeppelin, Rocket Man, Basket Case by Green Day. Tom Petty finally shows up at 169.
With what song?
American Girl.
All right, I'll take that. That's an excellent Petty tune. I'll take that.
Okay, well here's a shit sandwich of music.
Right.
The bottom layer of this shit bread is Jump by Van Halen.
Yeah, that is pretty terrible.
The sesame seed covered shit bun is Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I mean people love.
I'm not a Floyd.
People
fan
love
at all.
Floyd. I'm not a Floyd fan either.
Well, if you don't like that, you're sure as hell not going to like the meat in the middle of this.
Which is
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Just exactly how old a man are you, Dan?
Enough not to know why the fuck Billie Eilish is on this list.
Yeah.
With a song called Bad Guy. I don't know what it is.
I know the song, but
You got me beat.
good lord, there are It does not.
I don't understand it.
I'm just gonna refrain. Chuck.
190's "Fuck the Police" by NWA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that should be higher. If you look at the cultural
Sure.
importance of that song,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
it's way higher than 190.
Yeah.
Mind Playing Tricks on Me by Ghetto Boys. I listened to on the way here today.
Good.
David Bowie's Changes.
Where's the first Fat Boys song show up on the list, Dan?
Yeah, you think Delirious would be down here somewhere, but it wasn't. Wipe Out? No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's a real shame.
Well, Ricky, how do you feel about number 240's "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
According to Rolling Stone, who's supposed to be a music magazine, that song is one better than "The Humpty Dance" by Digital Underground.
How is that better than the Humpty Dance? The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump.
I know,
You know?
indeed.
You know?
I mean, the Humpty Dance is one of those true American storytelling songs.
Yeah.
You once find out how he once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Yeah. And it's informational too. His name is Humpty. It's spelled with an umpty.
I
There's
know.
a lot of packed in there.
He likes his oatmeal lumpy.
Yeah, right.
He's sick with this. 245, the Beastie Boys finally make an appearance with "Sabotage."
Okay.
248, again, NWA with "Straight Outta Compton."
All right.
I kind of think that should be higher.
There's a lot of early hip hop that actually probably deserves to be higher on the list because before these particular people, it didn't really exist.
Yeah, I haven't seen Run DMC yet.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the boys are back in town by Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy.
Jailbreak is a better Thin Lizzy.
I thought so, too.
I also love Thin Lizzy, but Jailbreak's a better song.
And then
Also, Cowboy Song.
Cowboy
It's
Song's good.
amazing.
Well, 275, Ricky,
Not
is
enough love for Thin Lizzy, by the way. I'll
there
get off
isn't.
of that soapbox, but that's,
Get off Thin Lizzy's
I just want to say that.
box. 275 is "Sail Away" by Randy Newman.
Okay, well,
So you can't sing that because it's a Randy Newman
right,
song.
yeah,
but you can do "The Boys Are Back in Town" by Randy Newman.
boy, they're back in town. Yeah. You know, it's endless.
If they're going to fight, you better wet them.
down that with the bar and grill.
I wish you guys could have seen the face he made doing that impression. It was
You have
great.
to make it ridiculous.
I know. It's almost Schwarzenegger-ish. 350 is "Angel in Montgomery" by John Prine. I know you're a huge fan of John
Yes, I
Prine's
am.
music.
Yeah.
However, they said that John Prine, his best song, "Angel in Montgomery," is 9 worse than "I'm a Believer" by the Monkees.
The Monkees were a made-up TV band.
Maybe John Prine was a made-up singer-songwriter.
No, he was a mailman in Chicago, and then also an amazing songwriter.
Well, they did say that song was better than "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube, and I like Ice Cube a lot. So did John Prine ever sing about using an AK?
No, he didn't have to.
Well,
much like
Cube
Ice
didn't either that day,
but
'cause-
he didn't. He just didn't mention it.
He did go to Waffle House, though. All right, Ricky, can you explain to me why the Dixie Chicks are on here for their famously and exquisitely written tune, "Goodbye Earl"? A song about a woman who's domestically abused by her husband, and then they kill the motherfucker.
Well, that's why it's on there, because the message. But the song
The
itself,
message is, if you get beat up, commit homicide?
well, it's a tongue-in-cheek. The message is stand up for yourself, which is a good message.
And then kill a motherfucker to start a roadside stand selling fruits and vegetables.
I don't know the song in that much
Well,
detail. So I'm glad you do.
I've seen.
I guess.
I've seen my concert.
You're gonna sit here. Yeah, hang on. You're gonna sit here and shit talk the song, and your big burly white ass has gone to see them in concert.
Well, they were part of the George Strait Country Festival in Louisville, so I saw them there. But I also saw "Sleep at the Wheel" while I was there.
Well, whatever.
I saw Hot Rod Lincoln. I mean, it kind of balances out, right?
Well, not really, but I guess a little bit. I just
"Stand by Your Man" by Tammy Wynette's on here. 473.
it's sort of the opposite message of that one.
It is. Don't worry about it. I prefer the Blues Brothers version. That's
and their rendition of Rawhide.
That's really good too. That's Rowdy Yates. Let's finish up this list, Ricky, with 478's "Back That Ass Up" by Juvenile.
The fact that Juvenile made an appearance at all is interesting.
I don't understand how he beat out Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
I don't either.
I mean, Biz Marquie's the only song that sounds better when you sing it worse.
Right.
The Weeknd made the list with House of Balloons.
It's not even the one, the
Blinded by Your
Weeknd
Light
song.
song?
Yeah, it's not even the one, the Weeknd song that I know.
No, it's the Balloon song, whatever that is. 490. Lil Nas X with Old Town Road.
Now, come the fuck on.
That's before he started humping Satan.
You're telling me that in the history of recorded music,
Yes.
there are not 500 songs that are better than Old Town Road. That clearly is not true. That definitely is not true.
Well, according to them, that song is better than Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper.
Now, not according to me.
It's better than Poncho and Lefty by Townes Van Zandt.
Well, that's just like insult to injury. All right, well, that was
Hey, I would like to say Wagon Wheel wasn't on there.
yeah, and thank God for that. All right, Dan, what's coming up in the second segment of the big 30th episode of the show?
Well, we're going to be talking about it being National Comic Book Day for all you nerds and me. We're going to be visiting the Florida Man because that never gets old. And we're going to be talking about a real amusement park.
Noka News Network, the news no one cares about.
Noka News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious
I knew
flavored
it.
popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your
Yeah.
your caramel,
Yeah.
your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and
Yeah.
control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
they're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll
Maybe
see.
Popcorn with Pop Rocks in
Everything they make is delicious.
it? It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mug. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from Noka News. NokaNews.store. Gotta go to NokaNews.store. NokaNews.store. Apparel's, collectibles, and more. NokaNews.store. Gotta go to NokaNews.store. NokaNews.store. You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that Wagon Wheel song.
Right, yeah. Woo! It's a big 30th episode of the Noka News Network. News no one cares about. And I'm Ricky French. That's Dan Colley.
Yep.
Dan's under the weather. We're having a good time, but you can tell he's a sniffling.
I sound like Bob Dylan. I'm sick.
No, you don't.
I know. I sound better. All right, Ricky. Today is 2 very important days.
Yes, it is.
The first one is National Quesadilla Day, or as Napoleon's grandma would say, Quizadilla, or Dia de la Quesadilla.
Dia de la
Dia de la Quesadilla.
Dia de la Quesadilla.
Exactly. Goal. And Comic Book Day.
Oh, okay. That's a big day for nerds like you.
That's true. Comic books have existed in America since the English printing of Swiss comic, The Adventures of Mr. Obadiah Oldbuck, in 1842.
That sounds riveting.
No, it doesn't. Making it the first known American prototype comic book. Proto-comics began appearing in the early 20th century, with the first standard-sized comic books being Funnies on Parade.
Funnies on Parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Funnies on Parade. Yes, we're going to take over the Kaiser. Don't worry about the Kaiser. The American boys will be on the way in no time. And the Brooklyn Dodgers, whatever. Excuse me. The golden age of comics started in 1938 with Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's Superman.
I believe Mr. Siegel and Schuster pronounced that Superman. If I had to guess.
Hey, that's right there. That's Clock Superman. He's a good guy. Takes care of his mother.
Yeah, and then a real waspy guy who's an executive was like, what if we said Superman? And
That's Clock Kentman. He's a good guy. He's an accountant during the day and a Superman at night.
I've got some notes. For some reason, I want to do that like Lorne. I've got some notes.
Yeah, Lorne. What do you got for me? And the only thing that can bother him is green rocks.
Why green and why now?
Yeah, why the fuck not? And then of course the Marvel comics came out, and they make all the good movies, and comics now are everywhere. You've got Dark Horse, you got Marvel, you've got tons of comics. So Ricky, do you have any
golden
comics?
age of it's actually, I think I read a little bit of that earlier. It's the dark age of comics.
Yeah.
The modern age.
Yeah, it
dark.
is. Well, you've had Golden Age, you had Silver Age, and Modern Age. It's been basically Golden Age and Silver Age. Actually, it refers to size of the books.
Sure.
They're different size books.
I had no idea about that until just now, but sure.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite comic? You don't read any comic books?
No, I never did.
Do you have a favorite comic character though?
I am a fan of the Dark Knight films, the Dark Knight trilogy. I think those were very well done. As far as movies based on comics go, which I've seen most of, well, I guess that's not true. I've seen the majority of the Marvel movies, and I've seen many of the Batman related movies throughout the years. And the Dark Knight trilogy with Christian Bale, of course, like everybody, is one of my favorites. How about you?
My favorite comic book characters are Thor,
Okay.
the Punisher,
Yeah.
Captain America, and Hellboy.
Okay. I got you. One of my favorite comic-based movies, even though I've never read the books, like I mentioned, now that I think of it, is V for Vendetta. That was an excellent film.
Yeah,
There's
I liked it a lot.
Politically, charged message in there and that kind of stuff, and I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that as well. That was a good movie. But you know what, Ricky? Even though V for Vendetta was good, it's obviously fiction. I mean, there's no way you would believe that the state would censor the media government.
No, that never happened.
That would never happen. Silly man, you.
All right, Dan, I guess we'll move on from that. We're moving to Vermont, where an obvious
I don't want to move to Vermont.
Well, we're doing it anyway.
I mean, I like Ben and Jerry's as much as the next guy, but
Well, they got the ice cream and whatnot, but I guess another prevalent thing up there is bears. And
beats Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
Battlestar Galactica.
Of course. Hotel guests had to be evacuated from the Fairfield Inn in Williston, Vermont.
Because of bears?
Well, Friday after bear spray got into the ventilation system.
So was a bear like getting out of the shower and trying to put some
Not sure.
It
It didn't say Bear Axe body spray.
I was trying to think of remember spray can deodorant?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of some brands that did that because
Yeah.
I haven't seen a spray can of like actual underarm
Right
deodorant.
Guard.
Right Guard, that's one. Yep. Arid, I think.
Yeah. More than 30 people had to be evacuated. Real busy there at that Fairfield Inn. They had a whole 30 people in
Well, it's
there.
Vermont. That's pretty much all they have.
Yeah. 3 of those people were sent to the hospital to get checked out. Fire officials say the bear spray was accidentally discharged in one of the rooms by a member of the hotel's housekeeping staff.
Damn.
It doesn't say whether or not it was because a bear was in there and she didn't.
Housekeeping. Oh no, there's a bear in here.
She didn't pay attention to the do not disturb sign the bear put out, and then one thing led to another.
Said no housekeeping bear present.
How big of a bear problem do you have to have if the housekeepers at a hotel carry bear spray?
Well,
Williston Fire Chief Aaron Collette says the spray is similar to pepper spray. Yeah, I know what bear spray is. It's just strong pepper spray and causes difficulty breathing and irritation.
which really sucks to get hit in the face with, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine it does.
It does.
He says high-powered fans were used to mitigate the hazard.
No, good. Where did he get them from? Dollar General?
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight fans? They broke already.
We pulled the fire alarm to try to confirm that evacuation. Then we went door to door on all 3 floors. The next step was to try to mitigate the hazard with the fans, like we said. We increased the ventilation by placing 5 powerful fans. So they went all out. They bought 5 fans.
5 whole ones?
And they brought them in.
Oh, shit.
Those fans have been operating for excess of an hour. So
A whole hour.
somebody sprayed some bear spray, and then they brought the 5 fans. They invested in the fan. Whatever.
No kidding.
Whatever. Let's move on, Dan.
All right. Well, I'm glad they make a repellent for bears, but you know who they really need to make a repellent for?
Who?
The Florida Man. All right, Ricky. This week's dick bag comes out of Lake City.
I don't know if we've had a Lake City, Florida man before.
I don't know, but this one tried to trade in a vehicle to the same Lake City car dealership where he had stolen the vehicle 3 days earlier.
That's a very well thought out scheme this guy had.
Yeah, he's a criminal genius. Timothy Wolf, 50, is facing charges of grand theft of a motor vehicle, dealing in stolen property, criminal mischief, petty theft, and being a complete dumbass, according to Lake City Police. Well, the complete dumbass. I'm accusing him of that. Sure. Police arrived at Lake City Chrysler Dodge Jeep on US 90. Right
there,
that location.
right on US 90.
Yeah, very convenient location there. Monday night, after getting a report of a stolen vehicle, dealership staff told police that Wolf was trying to trade his car in for a new one when they ran the VIN number. Hey, dumbass, cars have VIN numbers, man.
Yeah, they do.
They found it was the vehicle that had been stolen from their lot on Saturday.
He didn't try the Lake City GM Cadillac dealership or whatever.
No, but you know what? I kind of blame these assholes working at this dealership because I'm sure like someone was like, "Hey, Chet, did you notice that someone?"
Yeah, of course, the salesman at the car.
Chet, did you see that someone stole one of our new Jeep Wranglers, the blue one with the crystal clear fucking plates? I don't know, man. and Chet would have been.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah.
Anyway,
and Chet would have been like, "Yeah, hey, this dude wants to trade in a blue Jeep Wrangler with crystal clear plates." Oh, cool. That should be a fine then.
Crystal clear place. You are sick.
I know.
Go
Officer spoke to Wolf, and he admitted that he stole the vehicle. Obviously,
because he had no other choice.
No. Then the police went about doing their fucking job and reviewed surveillance video of the dealership and saw the crime.
You would think they would have gotten to that before the guy came back with it.
They got 4 or 5 days at least, man. Don't worry about it. Wolf was arrested and taken to the Columbia County Detention Center. As of Thursday afternoon, he was still listed as being in jail.
Okay, well, good for him.
And he probably will be for a little while because he's an idiot.
Well, I got some more ridiculous shit happening in car dealerships, apparently.
No. All right. Must be that time of year.
Yeah, right. Leaves change. People do wacky shit at car dealerships.
Yeah, of course.
It's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Missouri, though.
All right. Fine state.
Yes.
Gateway to the West.
The home of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
This has at a Royal Oak, well, actually Rochester Hills, but a Royal Oak man.
Yeah, it's a Royal Oak area.
Yes, a Royal Oak man has been charged with indecent exposure following an incident at a car dealership Thursday evening in Rochester Hills.
All right.
The Oakland County Sheriff's Office said 40-year-old Raul Mitra was arrested outside Fox Volkswagen in the 700 block of Rochester Road after a call came in about a suspicious person.
Sounds suspicious.
Deputies arrived to find Mitra in a car in the parking lot behind the dealership wearing a silk mask.
Well, that's good. That way the COVID doesn't...
Sure, but also bondage gear.
Oh, that type of mask.
And women's lingerie.
Well, of course, that's what you do.
Without any pants, also. He didn't wear pants after he put on the lingerie and whatnot. No pants.
Yeah. You don't want to ruin that fine silk fabric with
what would be the
jeans.
Point? The sheriff's office said Mitra was lying on the front seat of the car with the driver's side door open and his genitals were exposed.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Obviously.
Deputies.
He was like, look how much room's in this Jetta. My dong has all kinds of room in this Jetta.
Yeah, this big selling point of the Jetta is the dong space.
Sir, my name is Chet. Welcome to the Fox Volkswagen. You look in this Jetta.
Chet works there too.
Yeah, he does. Look how much room's in this Jetta. You could just flop your dong out there. No problem, sir.
Whip it out. Yeah. The sheriff's office. Let's see. Deputies ordered Mitra, or as this says, the Mitra, or the Mitra.
The Mitra. I'm the Mitra. Look at mine nugget pouch.
Let's see. The scene was then photographed, I guess, for evidence. Evidence was collected. And then he was taken to Oakland County Jail.
Oh, no. I can't. That one.
No.
Doesn't really work.
That one makes sense. Mitra was arraigned in 52-3 District Court, whatever that means.
That's where the Hunger Games takes place. They were arraigning him for showing his Mockingjay to people at the Volkswagen dealership.
Mitra volunteered himself as tribute on Friday and then received $2,000 in bond.
He likes bondage stuff. So.
Indecent exposure is a misdemeanor that carries a penalty of up to 3 months in jail.
That's it?
I guess.
So I can show my dong piece to people at Taco Bell and only get a couple months off?
Apparently.
It's worth it.
Is it?
Well, Ricky, let's talk about another story where people are showing their bits and bobs out in public for everyone to see.
Okay, great.
This comes out of Heeerreee County, South Carolina.
Wait a minute. Heeerreee County?
Appropriately named.
Okay.
Horrifying. How would you pronounce that?
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
That's right. Heeerreee County, South Carolina, right next to Skanksville.
Slutsburg.
That's right, around the Slutsburg. A couple who filmed porn at an amusement park in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in January were arrested again Wednesday for allegedly performing sex acts in an arcade photo booth in Garden City.
You know,
we covered these idiots before.
I don't know if we did or not.
No, we covered these idiots. They were in the big Sky Wheel or Wagon Wheel or Old Town Road Wheel, what the hell that thing was called, and they were boning down and got in trouble.
Well, I don't remember doing that, but that's
well, we've done 30 of these things.
Yeah, sure. Listen, so they were outside making a porno in January. I know it doesn't get as cold in Myrtle Beach in January as it does here.
Yeah.
But that's still not the ideal time.
Well, they were inside an enclosed like gondola thing on this big Ferris wheel, if I remember right.
All right.
Yeah. So Eric and Lori Harmon were arrested Wednesday morning and charged with indecent exposure, which, hey, that's only a misdemeanor. Who cares?
Yeah. If you're in Missouri, it's 3 months.
That's right. And participation in preparation of obscene material.
Oh, so you're not even allowed to make porn in South Carolina?
You're not allowed to participate in the preparation of obscene material, Ricky.
You can't even get ready to make porn.
No, you can think about it, but don't do it.
Don't trim your bits or whatever.
Nope, you better leave that thing looking like a fucking beast man from Masters of the Universe.
You're an idiot.
In late July, Lori Harmon is accused of sitting on a front porch fully exposed, according to naked as shit, evidently, according to an arrest warrant. Well, it's July. It's hot. I kind of understand that.
Yeah,
sure. She's also accused of participating in sexual acts while exposed. It's the best kind of sexual acts, I think.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and give me a Hummer, but make sure you put a park on first.
Yeah,
you beast.
You don't want. You put on your ski pants and
I don't want
go
to
to town.
I want to see any of the bits and bobs there. According to Harmon, he's accused of sharing a video on Twitter. The couple is also accused of performing sex acts in a photo booth at the Garden City Pavilion Arcade and sharing the video to the Twitter, according to the warrants. On August 5, police were called to Oceanside Village, where someone provided them with a USB drive with several different incidents involving the Harmons performing sex acts in public taken from various social media platforms, according to the police report.
Who is this person who's going on and compiling their porn videos and handing it over to
the person who called the police said there have been continuing issues with the couple.
That's one of those.
I think they should have arrested you for being a frickin' pervert. The Harmons pled guilty to indecent exposure in April for the Sky Wheel incident. That's the one we did before.
Okay.
The sky wheel and the sky kept on turning.
The wheel in the sky keeps on boning.
Boning, yeah. Honorable Circuit Court Judge R. Farrell Cothran.
Honorable Circuit Court Judge R. Farrell Cothran.
I'm just a simple down-home backwoods judge.
Simple Southern judge.
I believe in things like lemonade on the front porch, wiping your brow off with your handkerchief, and sentence people that bone down to prison time.
I love a good 3-piece white linen suit and showing people the wrath of God.
Yeah, he loves white things, all right.
Yeah, yes.
He's sentenced...
Carrying out the Lord's justice.
All right, he sentenced Eric and Lori to 3 years in prison, suspended upon...
That seems a bit harsh.
I thought so. Suspended upon their service of 2 years probation, running concurrently, according to the solicitor's office.
At least they don't actually have to go to prison.
The couple has previously been accused of similar acts in a Food Lion parking lot.
The Food Lion is
but never a Burger King bathroom. They are both held in the J. Reuben Long Detention Center.
The J. Reuben Long Detention Center.
Y'all done messed up now. I'm sending you to the J. Reuben Long Detention.
J. Reuben Long Detention Center.
Without bond as of Wednesday afternoon, according to online booking records. So this looks like, if I'm not... I have a little bit of experience with the law, Ricky, and I'm reading this to say that they have been sentenced to 3 years in prison, suspended upon their service of 2 years probation.
Yeah.
So they may actually serve some time on that one. They were suspended. Well, they were already serving a 2-year probation. So they may sit into the Slammer, Ricky, which is probably the nickname he was trying to acquire at the arcade by boning down the old lady in the skee ball ramp and the photo booth and
tilt-a-whirl.
The tilt-a-whirl, and he thought the bumper cars were something completely different.
Sure, yeah, he did. The Funhouse is a huge.
Yeah, that was cool.
J. Reuben Long Detention. Okay, we're idiots.
All right.
What's coming up in the last segment of the show, Dan?
We're going to be talking about a lot of drugs.
Okay.
We're going to do the paranormal news.
Of course we are.
And we're going to be talking about Back Crotch.
No News Network, the news no one cares about.
No News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your...
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
White cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in it?
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mug. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No God Knows. NoCadoos.store. Gotta go to NoCadoos.store. NoCadoos.store. Apparel's collectibles and more. NoCadoos.store. Gotta go to NoCadoos.store. NoCadoos.store. You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French. It's the last segment of the big 30th episode of the show.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I checked the paperwork. It is.
Good. All right, Dan. Here's an interesting one.
I like interesting ones. They make me happy.
I don't know where this is from. This is one of these. There are a lot of British news outlets that tend to be the places that find stupid American things and then write stories about them.
I would if I was. We do stuff about stupid Australian things.
Yeah, I know. And they really kind of never get too specific because to them it doesn't matter where it is in the U.S.
The States.
So who knows where exactly, but that doesn't matter really anyway. A American woman. She shared the shocking moment that she, quote, heard a squeak, looked down, and discovered a live bat hanging from her crotch.
Do what?
There was a bat. There was a bat in her crotch.
Well, bats live in caves. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
TikTok user TKaziG shared the viral video this month, asking incredulously, how did this happen to me? Well, I got some ideas that I won't get into. After filming her surprised reaction, she pans down to show a tiny black bat nestled directly in the crotch for jeans, forcing her to awkwardly hover with her legs open. It's a goddamn bat, Taki.
Yeah.
Taki G says.
She's not wrong.
Writing to commenter, she explained that she hadn't noticed it was there until she took a step and heard a squeaking from between her legs, which probably not the first time that happened, but this time it was a bat. I called my husband, she explained. I was terrified to move until he came to get said bat. Her husband grabbed the bat, which died shortly thereafter.
You mean to tell me her vagina did something the Joker hasn't been able to do in 52 years?
I guess it
killed the bat, huh?
She then goes on to say, I saw a cat in the area. Oh, come on, lady. That I think was the culprit. Yeah, me too. We sent the bat off for testing and came back negative for rabies, but somehow positive for gonorrhea, I think, probably.
Oh, geez.
The TikTok user assured viewers that she had followed up with a rabies test of her own. Her video has been viewed 4.1 million times, and amused viewers have poured in with funny comments, but we're going to leave that to us.
Yeah, we're the fucking funny ones, you assholes. You TikToking turds. Ricky, I want to hear what this lady went through.
I just so happen to have it.
Yeah, I know.
Did this happen to me? That's a goddamn bat.
It's a goddamn bat.
It's a goddamn bat.
Yeah.
I would like to think that every heist that the Penguin's on, he's like, man, I'm going to steal the... Oh,
That's a
goddamn bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, this has nothing to do with that. But out in California, a duo was busted with enough elephant tranquilizer to kill 50 million people, says officials.
Holy shit.
So it kind of has something to do with that. It's kind of like a Batman villain.
Sure.
Right.
It's out to kill elephants. I don't
Yeah,
know.
elephants and stuff.
Like the bane of the drug world.
Mr. Jumbo, I'm going to kill you now. Cops searching a home in California's Riverside County this week made a stunning discovery. 21 kilograms of carfentanil,
Okay.
a powerful synthetic opioid that is 10,000 times more potent than morphine and 100 times more potent than fentanyl.
That sounds serious.
It probably was. It was the county's largest ever haul of carfentanil. Andrew Jesus Morales, 30. Why has everyone got 3 names in this episode?
I don't know.
Andres Jesus Morales, 30, and Alyssa Christine Ponce, 27. See? 3 names again.
I know.
Were charged with multiple felonies. Several kilograms of cocaine and heroin were also found in the home, just in case.
Yeah, they had a party happening.
Officials alleged if mixed in with other drugs, the 21 kilograms of carfentanil seized could have been enough to potentially kill more than 50 million people. The Riverside District Attorney's Office said. Well, it means that if they mixed this with a bunch more drugs, they could kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I bet if you mixed it with a bunch more Big Macs, it could kill 50 million people too.
If you poured a box of Cheez-Its into a drum full of battery acid and fed it to somebody, you could probably knock off like 20 or 30 dudes.
That doesn't make any sense. The battery acid will destroy the Cheez-Its, and you want to eat Cheez-Its.
But still, it's the same logic.
No, well, Ricky, finding drugs in California, that's pretty normal, but a lot of drugs that could kill a lot of people, is that paranormal?
Well, probably not, but we'll just go with that.
Fair. Good.
We got to keep this thing rolling. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
A father on TikTok. There's a lot of TikTok tonight too.
Yeah, you don't stop.
Is sharing videos claiming that his young daughter is being tormented by some kind of paranormal being.
You mean like a Teletubby?
Yeah, well, maybe. Josh Dean's videos look as though they've been filmed in night vision while his child is supposed to be sleeping. In one of the more viral videos, a timestamp in the upper left-hand corner says it's around 11 p.m. He says, "My daughter being pulled under the bed," is the caption, I guess.
Yeah.
Wife thinks she crawled, but she was clearly pulled by something. The video shows the child on top of her bed, hunching over the edge to look underneath. She then gets up off the bed and goes further and further underneath until the camera can only see her feet. Then the child cries out, "Mommy." In a comment, Dean explained...
I would have cried out, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, right. What the fuck? In a comment, Dean explained that his wife responded to the call and comforted their daughter. TikTok seems divided over the dad's allegations that there was some sort of evil energy in the room. The logical explanation is that she wanted her toy and went for it, and then either realized she was stuck or got scared, one user wrote. Oh, hell no. That's what somebody else wrote, which that's a good one. That's apropos. She was not crawling, she was being pulled. After seeing that, it would have took me and my kids and left. I would have took me and my kids and left, somebody else said.
Yeah.
So, I actually didn't even watch the video. But I have a feeling that a lot of times things like this are people trying to be TikTok stars.
Well, I think she's fine as long as she's not being pulled towards the TV.
Yeah, right.
I saw a documentary once about that.
Yeah.
And
That was a scary one. That's a completely factual account.
Killing, come towards the light.
Right. Yeah.
And then Coach was like, "What the hell do we do now, Dauber?" And then
this whole thing with
this daughter was covered in like Jello mold or some shit, and had a baseball and pool full of poop and dead people.
I sort of regret asking you to make more pop culture references on the show at this point.
Yeah, I'll teach your ass more.
Apparently.
Ricky, that was a spooky, scary story. But because I actually work on this show, I can see what's coming up next. This story is awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's awesome.
Well, this story affords us the ability to do something awesome.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Stick around, folks.
A man accused of course, sexually assaulting a horse,
There it is.
pulled off a brazen escape from jail earlier this week.
Now, don't get me wrong. We do not condone any type of animal abuse.
No, we don't.
But this does allows us to use the term horse fucker.
Yeah, it does. Jonah Barrett Lesko
Now, the three-named son of a bitch. What is wrong with these people?
was jailed in La Plata County Jail in Durango, Colorado.
Of course, the one who fucked the horse is from Durango, California, or Colorado. That sounds right.
He was in jail after being caught on camera having sex with a horse at the La Plata County Fairgrounds. So it was so he went to the fair and fucked a horse, apparently, during the night of June 17th.
I was going to ask who did the fucking, but he's still walking around, so we know it was him.
He eventually had his animal cruelty charges dismissed as part of the plea deal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
However, the 25-year-old still faced trespassing charge. Oh, so they got him for the trespassing.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
But that's no justice for the horse.
Well, maybe the horse liked it. Did they ask the horse?
Yeah.
Hey, horse, did you like it? How many times did he penetrate you?
Yeah, right. Yes, I knew you were going to do that. On Tuesday,
times,
jail officials discovered Barrett Lesko missing from the recreation yard where he had been alone for some time. No horses around.
Maybe his lover broke him out.
Horses
Rode away.
Surveillance footage shows him climbing over a wall and then using a hole in the fenced-in area to escape the jail. Police tracked him down about 25 miles away at the Animas River after receiving a phone call about a suspected escaped inmate running by a local office depot. Well, I was just stocking up the printer cartridges, and I looked out the window and I said, "Janice, is that horse fucker that we saw on the TV the other day?" I think I just saw him run by.
So I was here working with my friend, and we were copying Marigold on Marigold paper. It was some I lost my kitty cat pictures. And then I looked up and went, oh, goodness, there's a horse fucker out there running by.
Why did a Muppet have a job at Office Depot?
Would you want to work at Office Depot?
Well, I was just up here filling up the Sharpie bin, and I saw a man by the window, and I was like, oh, my God, I think that's that horse fucker. Durango Police Chief Bob Brammer also spotted the man running close to the river before entering the water, sort of like he entered that poor horse. He had shed his jumpsuit by this time and was only wearing his boxers when officers began pursuing him. That's really what attracted my attention to him, because you don't see half-naked people running through the woods in their boxer shorts.
Nope.
Chief Browner, dispatch.
Go ahead, Chief.
I'm going to need some officers to respond here for assistance.
Chief, what's going on out there?
Well, there's a horse fucker going in the woods.
Check. All units, please respond to the Office Depot there, Animas River, for 722, a horse fucker in the area.
They have a code for that there in Durango, Colorado.
Yeah. It'd be like this. All units, please respond to the Office Depot at the Animas River. The chief has spotted a 425, a horse fucker entering the water. Over.
Sitting out the horse fucker response team.
Yes. Send out the horse fucker response team, please. We got another escaping horse fucker on the run. They're going to use this to make the reboot of The New Fugitive. So Dr. Richard Kimball is going to be a guy who fucked a horse.
I didn't fuck that horse. Well, actually, I did.
Tommy Lee Jones would be like, I don't care if you fucked that horse or not. It ain't my problem. I just got to take you back in.
Guy fucked a horse. That's really the whole.
Yeah, essentially some guy fucked a horse, yes.
All right, Dan, let's lay the last story on me, if you would.
Authorities in New Zealand made a proverbial finger-licking arrest when they caught a pair of men trying to smuggle a massive haul of Kentucky Fried Chicken past a coronavirus lockdown blockade.
Wow, that's a pretty serious quarantine. They're not allowed to have fried chicken?
Nope, that's actually the secret. That's how coronavirus wins.
Okay.
The strange bust reportedly occurred near the city of Auckland, which is currently under strict restrictions due to the pandemic, and as such, restaurants as well as takeout establishments have been forced to temporarily close because New Zealand takes this shit serious, unlike, one of the richest countries in the world.
Well, if you tried to deny people in America fried chicken, there would be a goddamn revolt.
I mean, we can't even keep people from fucking horses. Do you think we're going to keep people to quit eating chicken?
Exactly.
Cops keeping an eye on the border understandably had their suspicions raised when they saw a car headed towards them before abruptly making a U-turn and speeding away.
It's kind of hilarious to me that this is happening over a bunch of chicken.
The ill-advised evasive maneuver led to a brief chase that culminated in the vehicle being stopped, at which point the rather strange discovery was made. Upon opening the trunk of the car, or the boot,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
police were astounded to see a staggering amount of Kentucky Fried Chicken
A staggering amount?
that the duo had presumably planned to smuggle into the city.
This whole thing is ridiculous.
South Park already did a bit about this, didn't they?
I don't know.
A photograph later released by the authorities showed 4 buckets of chicken, a jaw-dropping 10 containers of coleslaw.
Now, come on, George. If I saw 10 containers of coleslaw, I do not think I would qualify that as jaw.
Nah, I'd qualify that as lunch. And 4 sizable...
You eat 10 containers of coleslaw for lunch? Oh, that's
I like coleslaw.
horrible afternoon that you had.
And 4 sizable KFC bags, likely containing even more of the fast food.
Yeah, okay. Sure. What else would be in there?
Biscuits, little handy wipes,
Sporks.
In addition to all that food, police also found a whopping $70,000 in cash.
Were they making money off of this KFC?
That's what it sounds like. Authorities are
trafficking extra crispy.
KFC, yeah, right. With the extra crispy, you get extra money for that. Obviously,
Oh, yeah, right. Of course you do.
Authorities are uncertain as to whether or not the food was for the 2 men and some friends, or if they plan to try to sell the contraband chicken
Yeah,
to Auckland residents who are desperate for a taste of the famed Colonel's original recipe.
Yeah, it sounds like they had a criminal enterprise running. Is what it sounds like.
I am very proud to say that I am a proud Kentuckian and would also probably risk imprisonment for some of the Colonel's delicious mashed potatoes and gravy right now. I pass a KFC on the way, but it doesn't matter. I pass a KFC on the way up here every day. Every time we record it, I never stop at the KFC. I did try to stop once, and after 10 minutes and not even make it to the window yet, I decided, fuck this.
Thank you for joining us once again on the 30th episode of the Noka News Network.
30, huh?
Yeah, we've done this for 30 episodes, Dan.
It only feels like 29.
Well, we took that week off.
Oh, that must be what it is.
I'm glad that we've been able to have so many friends join us for all these episodes, spend some time with us, and have a laugh.
It's been pretty kick-ass.
It
Yeah.
is. If you'd like, we've got merchandise. It's available at nokanews.store. There's t-shirts
And coffee mugs for you,
and hoodies.
too, but no tote bags.
No tote bags anymore.
You can check those out at the store, nokanews.store,
That's right.
as a matter of fact. If you would like to contact us via email, you can do that at newsroom@nokanews.com or call us at 614-398-0770. Let us know what you think about the top 500 song list. And
Or anything else.
anything else, just tell us how we're doing. Give us a nice recipe for, like, I don't know, Yankee pot roast, something like that.
Or tell us your opinions on wearing bondage gear in the front seat of a Volkswagen. We don't.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
if you name your genitals something like the Jetta, let us know what you name yours. I mean,
Sure.
I name mine Justice and Freedom and Republic. It depends on what day it is.
All right, Dan. This is actually old news, but I'd like to do this if that's all right.
That's fine with me.
Christy Brinkley told reporters this past week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, was when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. Miss you already, Norm.
See you, Normie.
Thanks for the laughs.
Knocker News Network.